Hello, I'm Ollie and this is Criminolly, where I talk about crime, pulp, horror, that kind of thing. Today, all of the above, it's my weekly wrap-up. Okay, so normal format for this. I'll talk about what I've been reading this week and what I'm planning to read in the week to come. I think that in the coming week I am going to get to book 100 of my 100 book challenge. So I've mapped out the next few books I'm going to read to get there. So I'll talk you through those. And also just a bit of kind of general channel stuff, let you know what's coming in the week ahead, and let you know about any videos you may have missed. So let's do the important bit first. What have I been reading? So first thing I read this week was Violeta by Isabella Allende. Isabel Allende, I should say. Which I read for my work book club, which was good. You know, it was a very solid 4-star read for me. It's an interesting concept and well done. So it's about a woman who's born in 1920, I think. Yes, born in 1920 and lives for 100 years. So she lives or grows up in an unnamed South American country. And it's about, you know, the turbulent politics in that country, about her life, about the, you know, the various men she ends up marrying. So she's married more than once, and, you know, charts really the history of much of the 20th century through to the present day. And obviously the kind of bookends of it, if you like, are she's born in the you know, during the Spanish flu pandemic, and dies at the end of the book during the coronavirus pandemic. So it was quite interestingly done. It's not really my kind of book, if I'm honest, and it definitely suffered from being quite similar to Great Circle, which I read last month. So Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead, which I thought was a fantastic book, which is similar in that it's about the lives of women, really, and in, you know, in this book it focuses on one woman. In Great Circle there's 2 women it focuses on, but about the, you know, the changes in the rights and so on of women over the course of the 20th century. So yeah, Great Circle I preferred, but this was still very good. And if you know, it's the first book by Allende I've read. If you've read her stuff before and enjoyed it, I think this is, you know, in a similar style to most of her stuff. So it was definitely a gripping and enjoyable read. I read it over last weekend, and yeah, it's if you like this kind of thing, I think it's probably very good. But yeah, it's not necessarily my kind of thing. After that, I read something that's definitely my kind of thing. So Survivalist book 5, The Web by Jerry Johan, which was fantastic. So as in the last couple of books, he's juggling a number of different storylines in this, with John Rourke, the hero, trying to find his wife and family, and, you know, the wife kind of facing her own battles, and then this other character who's called Rubenstein, I think, who's like a buddy of John Rourke's. You know, he's fighting his own battles as well, and then you've got some subplots about the Russian invaders. So he does a fantastic job of just juggling all those things, keeping it fresh, keeping it interesting, keeping the action moving. There's some really good action scenes. If there's one fault with these books, is that he loves naming things. So he always, whenever he's talking about like a gunfight or something like that, he will tell you exactly what weapon everyone is using. And he mentions the fact that John Rourke wears a Rolex Submariner countless times. So there's a lot of kind of, it's almost like product placement, I suppose, although I don't suspect he got paid to do it. So yeah, but yeah, a very enjoyable, silly pulp novel. After that, I read Call Me Deadly by Hal Braham. I don't know if it's Braham or Braham. So this is a 1957 detective novel about a guy who's an insurance, like an insurance claim investigator in Los Angeles, I think it is, who's investigating this disappearance of this guy, and it was fine. It definitely wasn't great. I've read books from a similar books of a similar vintage, which were a lot better. From what I can tell on Goodreads, this is the only book this author wrote. And I'm not surprised to be honest with you, because it wasn't that good, but it was, you know, it was of its kind of thing. It was quite entertaining. Lots of twists and turns, a reasonably satisfying conclusion at the end. So yeah, it was an okay read, and quite an enjoyable quick read. After that, I read a book I had fairly high hopes for, but which I didn't enjoy at all, which was Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough. And I'm going to do a separate review video on this, so I won't talk too much about it. But basically, it's a domestic noir with a bit of a twist to it, and it was I don't know, it was just so like many of those books. It was written in the present tense, which is something that often I find a little bit annoying, and I definitely did in this. And it felt like, you know, the twists and turns of the plot all felt quite contrived, to be honest with you. So that's a new book. It's coming out at the end of this month, I think. So as I say, I will do a review video for it, but it's not one that I would recommend. I've quite enjoyed a lot of Pinborough's other books that I've read, and I particularly enjoyed Behind Her Eyes, which I know is a bit of a Marmite book in terms of, you know, some people love it and some people hated it. I was definitely on the love side for that one, but yeah, Insomnia I didn't get on with at all. And I've just finished Changeling by Wesolowski, which is the third of the 6 stories books, which was great. So I'm really enjoying this series. So I read that for March Mystery Madness. So it's my final 2x2 book for March Mystery Madness. So I read and talked last week about Hydra, the second book in the series. I really, really like these books. And I've got another 3 of them to read, which is fantastic. So they are, they're about a podcast. So they're told in the style of a podcast where the host talks to 6 different people per episode to investigate a mystery from the past. And in this case, it's the disappearance of this young boy called Alfie, who went missing in these kind of strange woods. And like the other books, there's this element of the supernatural, and you never really know if there's actually something supernatural happening or not. He does it really well. And in this book, that sense that there might be something weird going on happens, it you know, comes to the forefront a lot sooner than it does in the other books. But yeah, beautifully handled. It had a twist. Each of these books that had a fantastic twist. This one had a twist at the end, which if you told it to me beforehand, I would have said that it wouldn't have worked, but he handles it brilliantly. It was really, really good. So yeah, I loved it, and I'm very much looking forward to reading the next 3 books in the series. So hopefully he's still writing them. I don't know if he's going to stop at 6. It did occur to me that maybe when I get to book 6, that will be the last one, because it's called 6 stories. But yeah, we shall see. So yeah, 5 books read this week of mixed quality. So I think of those ones, Changeling was definitely my favourite. But The Web I really enjoyed as well. And Violetta was good. The other 2, you know, not so great. So 100 book challenge then. So Changeling was book 95, so I've got 5 books to go. So those books are going to be, so book 96 will be Captive of Gore by John Norman. So this is the book that Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads predicts will turn me off the Gore books for life. And it looks like, I did flick into it the other day, and I think it's written from a different perspective. I think this is written from the perspective of a slave girl rather than the perspective of Tal Cabot, who's been the hero of the previous books. So yeah, we shall see. But this is what I'm going to read. This is what I'm going to start reading today. And then we've also got Caribbean Kill by Don Pendleton, the next in the Executioner series. So the last book set it up nicely for Mcdowell to go to the Caribbean and take on the mafia there. So looking forward to that one. Then I'm going to read another Richard Laymon book, so The Cellar. So I've definitely read this before, but don't really remember anything about it. I think it's the first in the Beast House books, of which there are 4, I think. And I've actually got an omnibus with all 4 of the books in it. So if I like this one, I may continue with the series. After that, I'm going to have to double check the name because I've forgotten it, which is terrible. After that, I'm going to read the next of the Barsoom books by Edgar Burroughs, which is Warlord of Mars. So that will be book 99, which I've got on my Kindle. And then book 100 is going to be Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry for March of the Mammoths. So this edition is not quite 1,000 pages, so 945 pages. So yeah, looking forward to that. This will be a buddy read for me with Bookworm of Adventure Girl, so Jolene over at that channel. So yeah, this will be book 100. I'm pretty confident, but that by the time we get to this video next week, I'll be reading this. So yeah, I don't think any of these, I think there's a reasonable chance I'll finish Captive of Gore this weekend. And I may finish this on Monday. You know, the Cellar's not going to take me long. And then the Barsoom book won't take me long either. So yeah, I think, but I definitely don't think I'll have finished this by next weekend, given that it's nearly 1,000 pages. So yeah, really looking forward to this. Everyone who expresses an opinion on this book says it's great, and it's one I've wanted to read for a long time. So yeah, I shall enjoy this muchly, I think. And then I need to start thinking about what I do next. So if you've watched my Berthier Book Tug Redux video, you'll know that I'm planning to read through BookTube's favourite Berthier books. I think I'm probably going to start with Watership Down, which I think I've got a copy of it somewhere in this room, but I'm not quite sure where. So yeah, I think Watership Down will probably be the first book I read in that, and I'll put up a post on the community tab, I think, just to invite other people to take part in a read along of Watership Down should they want to. Aside from that, channel wise, so I'm intending to do a Sunday Bollocks video for tomorrow, but I haven't yet decided what it's going to be on. So if one doesn't go up, it's because I haven't made my mind up. I've got a few ideas of things to talk about. On Monday, I will be putting up a video, which will be an announcement video for Horror Mayhem. So I've been asked to be a host for that by the British Bryants. A few other people have put up their kind of announcement videos already. So who's done theirs? I think Books of Blood has done one. I think the British Bryants have done one. Steve Donohue's done one. Sean Stanfast has done one, and Michael K. Vaughan's done one. And I've probably missed some people, or more may have gone up by the time I do this. But yeah, my video for that will be going up on Monday, and I'll talk about the books I'm going to read for that event. And I think it will be a fantastic event for anyone who is interested in getting into horror but doesn't really know where to start. So yeah, I'll talk more about that on Monday. On Tuesday, I'll have my Tag Tuesday video will go up, which is about my personal library. So it's kind of more of a response video to a video that Shelley Swearingen did than a tag video. But yeah, look out for that. I'll have on Wednesday, I'm going to do another What Lurks on My Kindle video, because I still can't get into the attic to get books down. On Thursday, we will have the review of Insomnia, and probably no video on Friday. So yeah, that's what's coming in the week ahead. In terms of stuff that's gone up on the channel in the last week or so, so I did the Faces of Horror tag, which Juan at Plagued by Visions created, which was great fun to do. I'm really enjoying watching other people's versions of that tag as well. It's a fantastic tag and a great way to get people thinking about horror in a different way. I did a What Lurks on My Kindle video on Wednesday, which was fun to do. A review of Blackwater by Michael McDowell, so his 6-book serialised novel, which I really enjoyed. So if you're interested in that book, do watch my video on that. No spoilers in it, as always. And then yesterday, Friday, I put up my 30 books from the last 50 years video, which talks about popular fiction books that I think have been really influential in terms of shaping you know, what we read and what we watch and things like that. So yeah, look out for that if that sounds interesting. It's a bit of a longer video than normal. It's nearly 40 minutes long. But yeah, that was interesting to do, interesting to put that list together. And already in the comments, as I was hoping, a lot of people have suggested other books that could have been included that I hadn't thought of. So I may well do an addendum video at some point with you know, with some more books listed. So yeah, that's the week. It's a lovely sunny day here on the south coast of England today. I hope it's nice with you too. It's my son's birthday this weekend. He's turning 14, which is making me feel very old indeed. And I had to go up to London for work this week as well, for the first time in a while. And yeah, that made me feel old too. I was very tired at the end of the day. It's a long old train journey, and I can't believe I used to do it every day. So yeah, that's my week. Hope everyone out there is safe and well. Hope the sun is shining wherever you are. And I look forward to speaking to you again very soon. Cheerio.